Tips and tricks for improving your use, ease of maintenance, and compliance for your CPAP. Once you figure out how to tolerate a CPAP all night and you start getting a full restful night, you'll be craving that. I was recently diagnosed with severe sleep apnea about 9 months ago, as many hundreds of thousands of other obese Americans. I'm also a registered nurse who, tried to take this very seriously after what I think about 10 years of not getting much REM sleep at all, and just being irritable, having headaches in the morning, all these symptoms of sleep apnea. Once I figured out some ways for me to get through the night with the CPAP and tasted that full night of 3 or 4 REM cycles, man, I just felt like a new man. So I want to try to share a few things that I've figured out or learned or read about over the last 9 months that have helped me get through the evening better. First of all, first thing I've learned is that you need to try to get your headgear fitted while you're standing. You should be standing up outside of your bed and with your head in a neutral position before you, when you get to adjust your headgear. Now, I use a nasal mask. Some people use nasal pillows. Others use, the full face mask. I think this applies to any and all. If you're already laying in bed with your head being pushed by the pillow, I feel like it won't be quite right. That's just what I've found. So try, and there's plenty of tubing there. So just be standing out of bed, or even just disconnect it and get it adjusted just right, and then lay in bed and hook up. 2, this headgear does not have to be as tight as you think it needs to be. Now, if you go a little looser, I found instead of, you're not trying to seal out water or anything, you're definitely looking to seal air here at the whether it's a mouthpiece, nasal piece, etc. But the tighter you have it, the less tolerable it will be for you. So just have it firm, but not, batten down the hatches tight. Another thing I've learned, and you Grizzly Adams types aren't going to want to hear this, but keeping a pretty clean shave has helped me with A, the seal, and B, it not itching my lip or my face or, getting my attention that way. Obviously, a lot of guys are rocking the beard now. I don't think it's a good look, but, do you. But if you're a guy that has a clean shave, maybe do it more frequently. There's a few products I've learned how to use or have started to use and have helped me get through the night. I'm not sponsored by any of these manufacturers, so it's not about that. And so I'm not going to use their names per se, but just I recommend these products or the equivalent. The first is a nasal saline spray. So most CPAPs now have humidification, which is nice, and you should play with the dials on that, like to adjust it up. But I'm sure, like most everybody, you've woken up with a super dry mouth or a dry nose or even any of the above. So I found after I do some pretty good oral hygiene every night, which also should include tongue scraping. I don't know if you boys have used that, but definitely do that. Like, it just makes all the difference in the world. Nobody told me about that until a few years ago, and I started doing that, and it's like, man, everything tastes better. But that's, another story for another day. So after you do some oral hygiene, I find I use a couple of sprays of this nasal saline in each nostril, and it kind of pre-moistens things by the time that humidification fires up, and it's more tolerable. The second thing I've learned how to do with in regards to the dry mouth is use this dry mouth rinse. I'm not going to say the product name. I'm sure there are some other ones out here, but that's definitely the one that I've heard of the most. Kind of swish that around for a minute and then spit it out. Other than that, try anything. Try different pillows. Try different positions. Obviously, if you have a bed that will elevate the head, that alone could help your apnea. But try what you can to try to increase your compliance and use of your CPAP. Because once you taste a full night's sleep, you will never want anything else. Happy sleeping.